Also joining us in studio is a gentleman. If you follow anything online, you see that he knows everybody in radio and comedy. Mr. Ryan Hoppe is here. Hello, sir.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Loud. Let me turn you down there. Someone's eager. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. How's it going?
We're doing okay. Ryan works at 102.5 The Bone in Tampa.
Cool. Yes, I do. I'm an occasional guest on the Mike Kelty show.
How are you on the mic and sound like you're in the back of the room? Let's see.
Does it sound better, pimp?
Is that good?
That sounds a little bit better,
There
yes.
you go.
All right, so I work in promotions at 102.5 The Bone.
Oof, okay.
And I also am an occasional guest on the Mike Kelty show, and I'll work on the other shows as well, like answering phones for Roger and JP.
Yeah.
But I also have an award-winning podcast called Hoppe Hour, which I record.
What kind of award?
It was Best Local Podcast by the Creative Loafing at Tampa. I went to an award show.
So you
and
flooded a
everything.
website.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I actually had people that voted for me, but I kind of did flood the website.
Okay.
It's one of those pre-printed awards you get from Staples.
Yeah. All right. Good for
I
you.
have that hanging in my wall in my apartment right
On
next
the refrigerator?
to mine. Damn right, dude.
Just grape job. Picture grapes.
So your podcast, where can they find it? iTunes, I'm guessing?
They can go to the iTunes or Google Play app shop. Search up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio. I'm very proud of my show. It's a laid-back format. I interview people on radio. I talk to comedians. And it's just a very laid-back show. And when I don't have guests on, I often rant about the news and give my take on it because with fake outrage in 2016, everyone's uptight about some shit each and every day. My take is I want to speak my mind and say it like it is because we're all a bunch of uptight pussies that don't ever want to hear the news. So
someone's taking advantage of XL Radio.
Yeah. Damn right I am, because I also try not to swear too often on my show because you want to have it be radio ready, you know what I mean? Because you never know when you're going to get that call saying that you're ready for FM radio. So my show is very laid back, but it's edgy. I mean, how would you describe it, Erik Nagel?
Wow. Put me on the spot.
Yes, Erik Nagel.
I would describe it as somebody who's trying to do radio, but is doing a podcast because he doesn't have a radio show right now.
I would describe it as a podcast because I've never actually listened to Hoppe Hour.
There you go.
So there you go.
Maybe you should have Matt on Hoppe Hour.
I'm talking about getting Matt on. I'll get Giddles on. And Lisa added me back on Twitter, so that means she's coming on soon.
Well, she blocked you for a while because you were stalking her. But then...
Quit being a creep.
He did ask for foot pictures.
Well, he is marked as editor and moderator on WikiFeet there for you. So, yeah, Brian's been doing this for a while. You worked at Rover's Morning Glory in Cleveland, right?
I worked for Rover's Morning Glory in Cleveland. I was there for about 3 months.
Hang on. For people who don't know about this show, is it still syndicated in the Midwest, or is he just
in
Cleveland?
very little cities.
Okay. So he was part of the whole ordeal when Howard went away from FM, when he retired, left CBS and went to SiriusXM. They divided his territory, his syndication up into territories. There was the Midwest, the West Coast, and the East Coast. And the West Coast was Adam Carolla. The Midwest was Rover, who took over a whole bunch of stuff when Howard left. And I don't know the success of that. I haven't really been following it, but I know he's been a big deal in morning radio.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I can say about him just because we kind of went into a negative path where he was sort of exploiting me for ratings. But I've been meditating a lot lately, and I'm just realizing that there's not enough time in a day.
It's doing wonders as you grip the mic and are yelling into it.
I'm very comfortable, actually. I'm in the zone. Basically,
to kill us all.
Yeah.
Basically, Eric, the thing is, you can give...
I didn't take your stapler, I swear.
Do I really look that creepy the way I'm holding the mic? I don't know. Basically, they made fun of me. I was hired to be the phone screener. They did bits like putting pubic hair in your face. But if you ever want to make it in this business, you can't really hold on to the past. So I'm honored that
I thought you were going to say you gotta have a little pubic hair in your face.
That's all I thought.
That's what I've always been told about entertainment anyway.
No,
that should be your promo for the Hoppe show. In order to make it radio, you got to have a little pubic hair on your face. Hoppe Hour.
Dude, my face was dry for 3 days because it was also negative degrees in Cleveland because the sun never comes out, and it was horrible.
Yeah, Cleveland's a horrible place.
But basically what happened is Rob, who worked on Rover show for 5 years, Rob Gargiulo, I got fired from Rover Show for a reason. And basically what happened is I said, Rob, is there a way you could give me a job at 102.5 The Bone? Because I love FM talk radio. So I applied for promotions. He talked to Mike Olivero, who's been one of my mentors. And guys like Mike Kelta, Drew Garabo, Johnny B, John Brennan, everybody there has been so gracious to me. And they let me use the rooms after hours when everyone's gone. And
see, this is the stuff you shouldn't say on the air. If you're doing stuff behind the scenes and using, the station for...
Oh, I have their approval, though. People know I use that. I interviewed Drew Garabo from the afternoon show after hours. It was actually a big ordeal. I was using the rooms during the day.
I love how excited he is about this.
I know. Drew got really mad at me and put me on blast, so that's when I realized I needed to change my act. This is like back in October. But I take my show very seriously, Eric. And I don't let anything hold me back.
Okay.
So stop trying, Eric.
I'm not trying anything.
You are.
It seems like you're trying to hold me back a little bit.
I'm not trying to hold you back, Giant Gonzalez.
Holding the man down.
Just so people don't know, I'm putting up a photo of Ryan in just a moment here, but Ryan is like almost 7 foot tall.
He's a
6'9".
He's a big fella.
That's almost 7 foot.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's sitting higher than all of us, and he's sitting down in a chair.
Well,
He's very intimidating. I'm not really going to piss this gentleman off.
Here's the thing, Eric.
Yes.
God didn't bless me with any coordination. I never played any sports. I told Opie this. Basically, you don't have to be afraid of me. I'm pretty awkward, and I can't fight, so you could probably kick my ass.
Don't give the man a rabbit.
It's the largest automobile he could afford.
What's your Twitter and Instagram so people can check you out?
At Ryan Hoppe Radio on both of those. And go to ryanhopperadio.com. So there you go.
Very cool.
I'm looking, stupid me. I had his account, and I'm looking for the blue seal. Like, has he been,
official?
Yeah. What am I doing?
A promotions boy would be official, Eric.
I don't know. The way everything else going, everyone else who doesn't need to be, notified by Twitter that, you're important, you're official, here's your blue check mark, has them.
I got one.
Do you have one?
God damn it, Giddles. First you get Sherrod's money, now you're...
It's just how I roll.
So check out Hoppe Hour. It's on iTunes. You subscribe there.
Go to the app shop. In the app shop for the iPhone.
You have your
Google
own
Play.
app, too?
Yes, I'm very proud of it. I put in good money. HOPPE Radio. You can hear all 80 of my interviews since July. And we are reaching 80,000 listens and 20,000 downloads. So I'm very proud of the machine I'm trying to build.
Hold on. I want to go to Kurt in Michigan, who actually knows Ryan. Kurt.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
His name, it's not Ryan Hoppe. I mean, I don't know who he's kidding, but it is Club Soda Kenny Jr. I mean, come on. This is Club Soda's kid. You're just
Can you grow a 1970s detective mustache?
Everybody, when I was on the Mike Kelta show and I interviewed Jim Norton in Tampa Bay
Norton.
Radio. You love to make fun of my voice, by the way. I'm not sure why you're doing this, but everybody on Twitter
Because you sound like Ian Halpern. Who's a regular on Opie. Yeah, well, he's a regular on Opie and Anthony, Opie and Jimmy.
His Highness?
His Highness, his Holy Highness, what was his Royal Highness?
I think it's his Royal Highness, right? Yeah.
Whatever.
You know who I sound like?
I didn't finish talking about Ian Halpern. Timing and pacing and radio.
That machine is going to come crashing down if
Ian
he's not
Halpern is a
careful.
regular on Opie and Jimmy, Opie and Anthony.
For years.
He's a Canadian journalist who comes in and tells us nothing. He's very vague about everything, but then a couple of years go by and we find out what he really wasn't telling us was actually completely right.
I love when he's on.
He's like, I'm writing a new book about some celebrity in Hollywood. Yeah. And you're like, well, can you give us more?
No.
Can you tell? No. Then 2 years later, he was talking about Michael Jackson. Oh, wait, he's in the biopic for it. God damn, Ian.
God damn it.
But you sound like Ian because he calls him Norton.
I also sound like Dak Shepard from Idiocracy. People have told me that I like money,
Okay.
I thought it was a pretty good reference to bring in that I
Sure.
sound like.
Sure.
I don't let my voice hold me back either because not everyone in radio has the perfect 1970s disc jockey voice, Eric.
Dennis Falcone does. I think he's still here.
Oh, my God. Dennis
You can
love
have him
me
come
some
in if you like to.
Dennis
If you want to
Falcone.
learn a thing or two of how this radio biz is done.
Thing or two about a thing or two.
Opie Radio, this whole channel got me through some tough times in high school, and hearing Dennis play those hard drives of hits for you guys during those bits on the show used to make my day.
Okay.
I can't even believe I'm here. This is surreal for me, dude.
Aww.
Well, that's good for you.
Well, welcome to the program.
Check out Ryan's stuff. What's up, Lewis?
I understand what he's talking about.
Right.
And I think it's great because you were saying that before the show that you were really excited and that's where Opie sits and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I was like pointing at Opie's mic. I'm like, that's where he sits.
When I first got here, I did the same thing, so don't be embarrassed.
I know, man.
But then we hooked up Lewis taking all the celebrity photos with all the white women we could, and it became second nature to him.
That's right. He's the Rev.
I've seen Lewis's Snapchats. He's at all the bars in Jersey and playing beer pong tournaments.
What is it with all the beer pong, Lewis?
Yeah,
Seriously.
he's really into this. But he's
affiliated with those people.
I am affiliated with those people.
Yeah.
He's going to the Olympics this year.
What?
Yeah, beer pong Olympics. You guys didn't know about that?
Yeah, it's great.
It's an exhibition sport.
Are you competing, or are you...
You compete every couple of weeks.
No, are you competing in the Olympics?
No, I don't have time.
Oh, okay.
Well, Ryan, we wish you you can hang out for the rest of the show
Yeah,
here.
man,
We wish
hang
you the
out.
best
Yeah, man.
on your podcast and stuff. If you want to have Matt or Giddles or Lisa on,
That's the
I
plan.
think he's already stalked Lisa, so she's said yes out of fear. And Matt might be willing to do it, so talk to them and see if they want to do it. I know I did your show a while ago, right?
You got to come on again. It was a bad
I have
interview.
nothing else to offer you.
Oh, no. It was a bad interview on my part because now I'm really working on making the show a conversation.
Right.
Back then, it was just me asking everything I typed up, and it wasn't a real conversation. I'm like, where did you grow up? And you answered, what's your influence? It wasn't a conversation. It was me just asking lame-ass questions.
I think it's good enough on its own.
You think?
Yeah. Go to iTunes. It's the Hoppe Hour. You can download the episode that I was on.
And you can hear
you did Jim
Norton.
Norton's episode as well. Jim Norton.
From the planet Area.